will restore your faith in second chances. In the middle of a noisy livestock auction, a man named Ethan stood quietly, eyes fixed on a German shepherd confined in a rusty kennel. Unlike the polished buyers around him, Ethan wasn't there for profit or prestige. He was just a man who loved animals, especially the ones no one else cared about. The dog's eyes were tired, his ears pinned back, posture tense. But there was a quiet strength in him, something Ethan couldn't ignore. "No takers?" the auctioneer barked. "Good lineage, folks. Last call." The silence was heavy until Ethan stepped forward. "I'll take him," he said firmly. People whispered, some scoffed, others laughed. But Ethan didn't care. He had already decided. He brought the dog home and named him Shadow. A fitting name for a creature that moved like a ghost and trusted no one. Shadow didn't respond to his name. He didn't bark, didn't play, didn't even wag his tail. He existed in silence, like he'd been trained to expect pain from every corner. Every day, Ethan sat outside with Shadow, not saying much, just existing, together. For days, there was no change. But then, one evening, as Ethan watched the sunset, he felt a weight lean against his leg. Shadow had laid down beside him. It was the first sign. A silent maybe in a world full of no. Slowly, Shadow began to emerge from his shell. One day, while Ethan was fixing a fence, Shadow approached, ears alert, curiosity shining through the fog of fear. Ethan tossed a ball. Shadow watched, nothing more. But the next day, a nudge, then another, until finally he chased it. That night, Shadow didn't just sit next to Ethan. He leaned in, body touching, heart beginning to open. Trust was growing, inch by inch. Shadow became more than a pet. He became a companion, a protector, a soul learning how to be free. He followed Ethan on jogs, barked at squirrels, even nudged Ethan's hand when he wanted attention. But something even more remarkable happened. Ethan realized Shadow had been trained before. He obeyed commands, responded instantly, and one day out in a wide pasture, Ethan saw it. Shadow was a natural herder. As soon as he saw the cattle, Shadow dropped low, focused, and moved like he was born for it. Not a mistake, not broken, gifted. His instincts were flawless. Neighbors noticed. Farmers watched. Offers came in. But Ethan shook his head every time. This dog isn't for sale. He's family. One day, an old rancher looked at Shadow and nodded. "That one's championship blood. Someone probably gave him up because they didn't know what they had." Ethan smiled, looking down at the dog that once cowered and hid. "You were never broken, Shadow. They just didn't see your worth." As the sun dipped behind the hills, Ethan and Shadow stood together, not as rescuer and rescue, but as two souls that saved each other. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who believes in second chances. Because sometimes, all it takes is one person to change a life forever.